commonest type of kidney cancer that is going to be seen in the patients is going to be clear cell cancer. This is going to be associated with the presence of VHL gene mutation. This was NEET PG question 2023. VHL gene mutation. So if you do not look at the notes and try to understand, VHL is an example of a tumor suppressor gene. Where is it present? Which chromosome? 3 alphabets. Problem is there. 3P. What is the kind of cancer that you see in the adrenal gland of these patients? Pheochromocytoma. What's the problem in the brain? Hemangioblastoma. What's the problem in the kidney? RCC, renal cell carcinoma. Now the question is which type of RCC? And the answer is clear cell type. I hope it is clear to all of you. Clear? So clear cell carcinoma, that's the answer. Clear cell carcinoma is going to be associated with VHL syndrome. The next thing that they ask in the exam is why is it having the presence of clear cells? This is clear cells. This is clear cells. Empty looking cells. Why is it having an empty appearance? Why is it having a whitish appearance, empty appearance? Because these tumor cells contain lot of lipids. They contain lot of glycogen. The problem with lipids and glycogen is if you do not take care of them, just like as you is applicable for any of the human relations as well, you lose them. So if you do not take care of them, routine processing, you are going to be having a loss of them. And if you lose them, there is going to be an empty appearance. Right? So there is a presence of tumor cells which are going to be containing a lot of lipids and glycogen. And if you are taking about the routine, stuff, then in the routine processing, lipids and glycogen are going to get lost. That's why you're going to be having the presence of a clear cytoplasm. They get washed off. That's what they ask you as a question. If I'm careful about this particular fact and I want to show the presence of lipids and glycogen, then I have to do something special. Same चीज. मुझे किसी को बचा के रखना है तो मुझे उसके लिए कुछ special करना पड़ेगा ना भाई. So if I have to do the special staining, what is the special stain that can be used with respect to glycogen? Glycogen is going to be associated with something like a past positive diastase sensitive substance. What is the special stain that I will be looking out for the presence of lipids? Oil red and Sudan Black. So if you are using special stains, of course, with frozen section, then you can see them. But if you are not going to be taking care of them, then you are going to be losing them simply because they are going to get washed off. That's the most important thing that you need to remember. Double or triple star, whatever we used to remember. This is mandatory. ये तो आना ही चाहिए. Second one that I can talk about over here is going to be something that is going to be given the name of papillary cancer. Papillary cancer is the second most common cancer in the kidney. Second most common cancer. RCC है, renal cell cancer, डॉक्टर साहब क्यूट बातें कर देते कोई बिल्कुल ही है ना. Papillary cancer is papillary subtype of renal cell carcinoma. Why is it important? Because in this we talked about the fact calcium is going to be having a deposition in the concentric ring-like fashion. Okay? So when we are going to be talking about concentric ring-like fashion, that is what is going to be given the name of, very good, as you rightly said, SAMMOMA bodies. So यहाँ पे आपने word लिखा हुआ है, इसको आप left side पे लिख लेना, SAMMOMA bodies. ठीक है, SAMMOMA bodies. Now can you just remember and revise for me? बिल्लू भैया समोसा याद आ जाएगा एग्जाम के अंदर, फिर गड़बड़ मत कर देना एग्जाम के अंदर, फिर निमोनिया भूल जाओगे. Most. So what are the cancers which are going to be associated with SAMMOMA body? M for a brain tumor, which is called by the name of, very good, you know the answer. Don't look at the notes. Don't look at your notes. Mentally, let's make a neuronal network. Meningioma. Very good. What is ovarian tumor? ये आता है आपको. Ovarian serous cystadinoma. Seminoma नहीं करना मेरे भाई आंसर, for God's sake. हर बार टेस्ट में नहीं जाना. Ovarian की बात करें. Ovarian serous cystadinoma. T से हम बात करें which type of tumor. Whenever we are going to be talking about papillary thyroid cancer, whenever we are talking about papillary cancer of the kidney, they will be having the presence of SAMMOMA bodies. That is what you need to remember over here. ठीक, that is what is to be important. Not chromosome 7, chromosome Y होता है इसमें. The third one that is asked in the exam is going to be something that is going to be given the name of chromophobe cancer. Chromophobe cancer is an example of the type of kidney cancer which is going to be having the best prognosis. It is going to be having the best prognosis. This is the one which is going to be associated with P53 gene mutation. This is associated with P53 gene mutation. So only two types of mutations I would like you to talk about over here. One is VHL gene mutation, clear cell cancer, and the second is P53 gene mutation, which is going to be seen over here. Now, what's the special feature of this kind of a cancer? This kind of a cancer is going to be characterized by, if I look at the tumor cells, if I'm looking at the tumor cells are going to be appearing polyhedral. And if I look at the nucleus is going to be having the presence of a perinuclear empty area. Right. So whenever we're going to be talking about the presence of polyhedral cells, These are going to be resembling plant-like cells. यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है information. These are going to be resembling plant-like cells. There is a presence of resinoid nucleus. Plant-like cells. Plant-like cells. And the presence of resin-like nucleus. And the importance is that it is going to be having the presence of, this feature is not to be forgotten, perinuclear halo. Perinuclear halo. What's the importance when I got the perinuclear halo? It is going to be having an appearance which is going to be resembling a fried egg appearance. Fried egg appearance. Now we discussed the fried egg appearance yesterday also in case of leukemias, guys. Bone marrow biopsy shows you fried egg colonies. Fried egg colonies, which is the cancer we are talking about. Hairy cell leukemia. Very good. So read the question carefully. Now I am going to be sharing with you 4 or 5 questions. Listen to them carefully. They are all easy questions. The patient is having the presence of an infection and the infection causing organism is having a fried egg appearance. The answer is going to be mycoplasma. Question ध्यान से सुनते रहिएगा. Question में आपने गलती नहीं करनी है. Patient is having a pneumonia and the organism is going to be having the presence of fried egg appearance. So what is the question asking you about? The question is asking about the organism that is going to be given the name of mycoplasma. Right? Same fried egg appearance is seen in case of kidney tumor. Kidney tumor. What is your answer? The answer is going to be chromophobe cancer. Chromophobe cancer. Same fried egg appearance is what is seen in case of bone marrow biopsy. Bone marrow biopsy. Your answer is very clear. It is hairy cell leukemia. Hairy cell leukemia. And if I'm going to be talking about a brain biopsy showing you fried egg appearance, that is going to be an example of a tumor that is given the name of oligodendroglioma. Oligodendroglioma. These are the commonest ones which are going to be asked in the exam. If you know about them, this is going to take care of almost 50 to 60% of your troubles in the exam. Classical paper 2 questions. This is the buzzword I'm sharing with you. So fried egg appearance is what you need to remember. With oligodendroglioma, hairy cell leukemia, you're going to be having it in case of chromophobe cancer as well as mycoplasma. That's not the end. That's not the end, guys. है ना? और भी बहुत सारी है, बाद में बात करेंगे हम, ठीक है? So टीने वर्सिकल के अलावा यार बेटर वर्ड याद सकते हो मेलासेसिया, अगर आपका मन बहुत ही कर रहा है तो, अगर रिवाइज कर रहे हो माइक्रो तो बाकी ये 4 याद रखिए. For the timing, we'll be talking about them again in our discussion. Fur. This is the one that is going to be having the best prognosis. That is what we talked about over here. If I'm going to be talking about the kidney cancer, which is going to be having the poorest prognosis, we need to remember about the collecting duct cancer. Collecting duct cancer is the most aggressive type of kidney cancer. Collecting duct cancer is the most aggressive type of kidney cancer. This is what is going to be associated with the presence of the poorest prognosis. Poorest prognosis. So your question exam can be taken care of with the help of the information given on the most left side of the table. That's an information that has to be revised time and again. Collecting duct cancer, chromophobe cancer, papillary cancer, and clear cell cancer having their own special properties, and the one that is likely to be asked, like collecting duct वाले को बोलते हैं Bellini duct. Collecting duct cancer is what is given the name of Bellini duct cancer. This one is going to be given the name of Bellini duct cancer.